Chris, Mr. Tell us about your store.
We started this journey back in 2022 with Fresh Spirits, far and beyond to get our bourbon selection. So welcome to stop by and look at our selection.
What are you guys most proud about for your store?
For me, it's going to be we have one of the best selections that you can find around, not only for a town of 4,500 people, but if you're going to go in the city, you're going to go in the burbs, you're going to find stuff here at our store that you're not going to find everywhere. We're willing to bring in new brands, try them out. On top of it, where else are you going to go find a couple rows of Bowman single, got E.H. Taylor on the shelf, MSRP. We got all the buffaloes,
We got every buffalo trace out there right
Yeah.
now. The giant Sazeracs even.
Yeah.
All the beginning. That's that right there alone.
I mean, we've built up a really good following. We have people that come from Iowa. We have people that drive over from Indiana. We have people that come from Wisconsin. We have Milwaukee and Madison people who come week. We've built a huge following with our email list. Now we've got our website rolling. That's rocktonspirits.com. You can buy stuff online. We hold it for you after you pay. We do some of our drops on there. Allocated. If you follow us on our Facebook, we'll put right on there if it's an in-store drop or if it's an in-store and online drop. Sometimes we just do online drops. So we're trying to cater to everybody, not just the random person who comes into the store every single day looking, but we want to make it available for everybody. So that's why we do drops at different times of the day, different days as well. Some people are at work, some aren't. So that's where the online comes in to help them out, as well as doing some after 5 o'clock, some in the afternoon. You got third shifters, We're trying to cater to everybody and make it a fun destination place to go.
You guys have done that. You guys, like you said, MSRP free stuff. There's a bunch of stuff that just chills on itself. And you guys pointed this out. You look back here, the only thing back there is whistle. But everything else they got on the shelf.
Yeah. We got the Calumet decanters, Calumet 17 down here. It's been on the bottom shelf. It's going to continue to be on the bottom shelf at the end of the reset. But we've got the Remus Bay Blue. We've got the Remus Speed. All of it's out. We don't hide it. Everything's out and about. There's no museum prices. There's no hiding stuff. We put it out on the shelves.
What time you guys open every day?
9 o'clock.
Closing?
9 o'clock, except Fridays and Saturdays, 10 p.m.
Every time you get in and get stuff, I want to make my old fashions.
100%.
Old fashions for working. How does one get on top of get on your list? You just talk about your email list. How do we get on that?
Yeah, the email list, you can go through our Facebook page and it's on there. You can also join our email list right through our website. At the bottom of the page on the website, there's a button you can click to join the email list.
What's the best price of a bottle right now?
Oh, man. Yeah. We're running a Wolves. Males Clever Willet. They're out of California, Wolves. So this is their rye whiskey and hop flavored whiskey. This is normally $179. We're running it out for how much? $59.99.
Wow.
So you want a deal of the day? There's the deal right now. That is a deal.
Why 50?
Yeah, why 118 years on the show.
Thank you.
I came to bunch like the wild turkey sitting on the shelf. Burn high barrel fish on the shelf. Bunch of larceny.
Double by far. Oh, that's by far one of my favorites. Like this whole area right now. That bottle. This bottle. So good. So good. I've seen one for 139, 139.2 worth. I didn't pick it up. I'm so mad at myself.
You were lucky to get one case.
And it went up quickly.
It was hard. It wasn't like that.
And that's one thing. With our willingness to bring in different brands and try them, it also helps us be able to get some of the harder to get stuff, like that game spring is because we bring in new things for our customers to try. And one of them right now is down in our it's Minden Mills. It's a rye. We brought in more than anybody in the state. New distillery out in Nevada. So we brought in Minden Mills. It's a new distillery on the market out of Minden, Nevada. So they've got a 4-year rye, 5-year single malt, and 4-year bourbon. That rye, 94 proof, being that it's out of Nevada, and you get those 120, 130 degree days, and then you get those 40, 50 degree nights. That stuff is in and out of the wood like no tomorrow.
Yeah.
That thing drinks twice its age easy. At 94 proof, $9.99. That is one of the best ryes to hit the market in the last couple of years at that price. And we've already sold a couple of cases.
I just sold another bottle right now. I'm flabbergasted as always, man. You guys, such good stuff. It's always, you guys are always so nice there, but yeah, we've seen other people come through here and talk. Like, people want to talk to you guys, you stop and you'll talk to them. You give them time of day. Yeah. My first time here, I think we sat here, we drank for 40 minutes with you. Like, you don't even got a taste of it. We just stood over here at the counter. We drank for 40 minutes. That was one of the coolest things ever. That was a really good day. The drive home sucks for 2 hours.
And it's just like now, like this little end cap. This is all of our new stuff that comes in, So whenever we're getting new products in, boom, they're going to be right here. So you can find them right away and you've got to go look on the shelf. So we'll post it online, what came in. You just know you got to come into the end cap and it's right here, man. No messing around.
And I love you guys see your boxes. Like, I'm still looking at this old Fitz box back here, the bottle and bond, like, box ones. Yeah. What's up with saving the boxes? You trying to show off there, buddy, huh?
Keep empty boxes so that people don't get resell out portion. Then we do like,
Yeah.
We have a monthly raffle. So anytime you buy one of our store picks, or we assign certain bottles like Sazerac Rye right now. So if you buy a 750, you get 1 ticket. You buy a 1.75, you get 2 tickets. Wheatley Vodka, same thing. 750 is 1 ticket, 175, 2 tickets. Any of our Michter's bottles, you get 2 tickets for. So, and anytime we have a barrel, you get 2 tickets that go into our allocated raffle. Now, our allocated raffles do happen monthly. So when we get stuff in, it goes in that raffle. All the tickets stay in there, and they stay in there for the full year until the end of the calendar year. So usually the first weekend of every month is when we do that raffle. So if we show off the bottle, we run it live on Facebook. If your ticket gets pulled, you get the right to purchase that bottle at MSRP. We do that every month. So that way everybody's got a shot at getting all the good stuff. When, a lot of other places, you go to them and you never have a chance to get anything like that.
No.
So we want to make it fair to everybody. Like we said, we put the stuff out on the shelf. You don't got to go searching for it. Here it is.
See that blue note too.
Yeah, we have all the different blue notes. We actually just ran across an extra box of blue note pick we had that we previously were sold out of. We found it today when we're doing the reset. So we have all the different offerings from Blue Note down at the end on the shelves. And that's just like the Rye 3. We found that extra box. That was one of our picks from last year.
The RY3 cigar blend. That's another one he told me to buy.
Yeah.
2 days to finish that bottle.
But that's an awesome 99.1 like whiskey, GP, 14 years old, 30 plus. $100, man. You can't beat it.
No, you can't.
And it comes with tickets into the raffle for allocated bottles. those things go on the shelf.
Man,
So when you get allocated stuff, you get allocated. Like this month for August, our featured bottle is a 12-year Van Winkle Light. That's our featured bottle for the allocated raffle at MSRP. Just don't mess around.
you don't. You don't.
We tried to bring the good stuff. Last month, we had Elmer's, the rare characters, had all that stuff. I mean, last week we sold 2 of the rare character exceptional annihilation casts. $5.99, 13.5-year Tennessee. That was 149.36. We had the Weller Millennium in here. We sold that. The new one
No,
for
you
this year,
didn't.
the 2025. We did. We sold that one day. We got it in, we posted it, we sold it. And it got cracked. Person cracked it and posted it online, cracked to drink.
That's jealousy right there. I have the face of jealousy right now. I'm not even gonna lie. That hurts. That's wow. How much 12 year? You got any 12 year? You go rare 12 sitting around? Nope, all gone.
We did that. We did that as part of as well. We did a 1-day raffle on that with one of our store picks we had. That if you bought out of that, a couple bottles that went up, 24 chances. 1 in 12 chance of winning the purchase. And it was MSRP and Eagle Rare. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Fair enough.
That's
it.
It makes it easy upstairs.
Oh, well, no.
Well, let's talk about the speakeasy.
Right?
Yeah.
That was his idea that came up with. And we had empty spots and that we turned it into start. And let's do a speakeasy of that. We can do some classes, bourbon class, and pocket class. That can help. So that was his reason that we are working on it.
That is ingenious.
So we have a whole full upstairs area that was used to be office space. When this used to be a grocery store originally, like 40 years ago, they did some of the cooking for some of the items in the grocery store upstairs back in the day. So it's going to get repurposed as a speakeasy. You'll be able to come in and try 4s of allocated bottles. All of our barrel picks will be up there. We're going to make different cocktails. We're going to bring in different influencers that work in the cocktail realm that are going to come in and teach classes. So we're going to have all the spirits. We're going to have all your mixers. They're going to bring you up there. You can come downstairs afterwards, buy it as a package, walk out the door, man.
That's the key.
You
right
know,
there,
we're gonna do some of our own barrel aged cocktails up there. Using our old barrels, making some barrel aged cocktails for you. You know, we're gonna have master classes. We've already done one master class with Karen Wells from Green River. We got Jazz coming in from Bardstown in September, so that's lined up. We'll be doing some more. We have some more master classes lined up. So, I mean, we're bringing in the people. We're bringing Kentucky to you. And you don't have to go there. We're bringing their top brand ambassadors to you here in Rockton, Illinois. So you can meet with them and learn what you'd learn in Kentucky, but from their best.
You guys have a plan. That's beautiful. Can't wait for all that to happen. That's going to be a great day. By the end of the year is the plan.
We're looking at that, yeah, starting next year.
Okay.
One of the Warrens, that's one of our favorites. This distillery or an NDP that's not around anymore. This is Untitled or 1-8 Distilling. It was out of Washington, D.C., owned by a former Washington capital. When you want to talk about cigar blend and Joseph Magnus, we all know that came back out of Washington, D.C. This was precursor to it. So this batch 20, this is the last batch that they ever did. These guys were doing their blends with all the finishing before Magnus came out with cigar blend. These guys were like the OG of doing that back in the early 2015, 2016 time. So like all their stuff is 14, like this one is 12-year wheated bourbon. And it's got 4 different finishes on it. Absolutely awesome. We got number 19 here. This one's got 11-year-old bourbon in it, but batch 11, 13, and 17 all had 14-year MGP bourbon in it. And they were doing all the funnest finishes, breaking in all the wines. So like it was cigar blend before cigar blend, actually. So these guys are one of my favorites, man. And they used to come out at like 79 to.
You would put that up against cigar blend? No,
All day long.
we don't know Joseph Max cigar blend. What everyone wants when it comes to cigar blend.
It's like Illinois and Washington, D.C.
You got 3 on the shelf.
We got 3 left. They ended up closing last year, but these are their last releases that they ever put out. Back in the day, pre-COVID, they did a bunch of single barrels in the Chicago area, brought to different stores that were all 13 and 14-year-old, 36% MGP single barrels that range from like 122 proof to 138 proof. Some of the best single barrels. We talked MGP.
What's your other favorite bottle?
Right now, another favorite show. I'm probably going to go with these guys down here. They're newer on the market. Rushing stuff with them soon. It's in the works, but Limestone Farms, absolutely killing it with what they're doing. I think this is one that a lot of people going to want to know as it gets going. The whole lineup's fantastic. It ranges from $42 to $79. So they've got a wide variety of prices. They've got a lot of stuff in the middle here that's in the 79 to 119 range. But what they're putting out, really, it's stuff to get after. More people are going to know about them this coming year and into next year, what they're doing.
We've only one other person ever talked about them. So. Yeah. I had them on my list of things to try for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And your final bottle.
Mispriced.
Yeah. My final bottle.
Oh, we can blur.
Final bottle of something that I'm willing to share. I'll
Yeah.
share. Got like 1,000 bottles of everything to share.
Really?
Yeah.
Look, yeah, it's what
It's the beauty of working in industry.
Oh yeah, well, look, man, if you want to do something,
You can show me the but the phone cheaper.
This is definitely, if we're going to go rise, right here, 48.
I didn't even see this.
And,
So
if you know me, I'm a little biased on this. This is a 10-year MGP, almost 11-year-old rye at barrel proof. This stuff's got a fun story behind it with its aging. They've been out on the West Coast before he came back to Kentucky, distilled in Tennessee, or not Tennessee, but Indiana. This is one of the best bottles out there that you're going to come across. You can crush this bottle like no tomorrow.
really,
Yeah. Absolutely fabulous. I look forward to 4-day. Yeah, back on the market here at the end of 2025, heading into 2026 after a little hiccup with distribution. So
much good stuff on the shelf. Am I crazy? I heard this is coming off the shelf.
yeah,
It's painless.
Yep, they're running it all out. Yeah, we got those at $39.99. Diageo's paring down all their stuff. They actually the old Stitzelweller distillery all up for guest area. So the whole facility, bottling, distillery, the rick houses, everything's for sale. Besides the guest area, so all that's up for sale. I want to say it's up for sale for $34 million as they're trying to cut costs and have a new CEO.
So we're gonna cut a check and get this.
There you go. It's available. The old Stitzelweller. I mean, what better way to start?
Well, yeah, but start right.
Wow. A lot of history went down about this.
I'm seeing some condition red line.
That's a fantastic. We've sold a lot of batch 4. Batch 4. Yeah. We went through batch 3, sold a bunch of that. We've sold a couple cases of batch 4. Absolutely awesome bottle.
What do you feel people have against MGP?
I don't know so much that people have anything against MGP anymore. I think there used to be a stigma to it, and I think there used to be a little bit of that stigma towards NDPs. But I think in the last 3-4 years, that's changed a lot. You got your big 5, big 6, if you really want to go there. And a lot of them have been bootstrapped and really putting out new lines, new labels until this last year, where you've had NDPs that are doing fun ones. You know, I mean, like Bardstown. Bardstown has done a great job on their own stuff. But look what they did being an NDP when they were doing that, blending old Kentucky stock that wasn't theirs, old MG. You know, they did some amazing things and opened up people's eyes. Forgate did the same thing. They were MGP, they were Kentucky. They showed you there was a different way to do stuff and take it to a whole nother level. And that's become accepted. You know, forever, all the High West was MGP. And that didn't stop anybody from buying High West.
Nope.
You know, High West kind of stopped themselves from being bought in a lot of ways when they got away from the MGP. I should tell you something there.
Facts.
Anybody sleeping on it or not liking it, you know, there's been brands that have switched over their own stuff that were MGP that it didn't work so well. You know, one of them right down there. You know, Nelson Brothers. When they were Bellmead, they were all MGP. And my greatest example of being MGP is the Nelson Brothers Honey Cask. Every year you had to get in that drawing. There was very limited bottles available. They would hit secondary the day of at $1,000. Nelson Brothers switches over, starts using their own distillate, calling it Nelson Brothers, not Bellmead Honey anymore. So it's Nelson Brothers Honey Cask. There's no hype around them anymore. Nobody's going after them. Like, I've seen labels be in the TTB right now for Bellmead possibly be coming back because Nelson Brothers brand itself ain't doing the trick. You know, they alienated their fan base. So when you want to talk about MGP, I don't think there's a problem with it these days.
Yeah, I think it was a stigma about it. I don't know why. When I hear people say, "Oh, it's MGP," so what? You like what you like, man. Like, yeah, good stuff is good stuff. Doesn't matter where it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
You've got to age it. You've got to have somebody that's fantastic at blending, that understands what they're doing when it comes to actual blending and the chemistry. Because you can grab 5 different barrels and put them together. It doesn't mean it's going to be. But if you have the right person on it for a long time, you know, they can blend it to be sweet. They can blend it to be oak. They can blend it to be fruity. That's what makes it so fun. If you have a really good blender, they're going to show you something. They're going to show you their style. That's what makes all MGP different. You know, look at Smoke. Aaron's got a certain way of blending his stuff. If you don't like his palette on it, you can go to another MGP brand and you might think it's the greatest stuff. You know, look at Copper and Cass. They're doing some great stuff. But instead of aging in Las Vegas like he is, they're aging in Florida and in Maryland. You know,
Copper Cass, good stuff too.
yeah.
That's good stuff.
Look at Penelope. I mean, everything used to be done out there in Jersey. That was MGP. They've all been all these casts have aged in different places. Like I talked about the Untitled. It's in Washington, D.C. We got Cigar, Blanc, and Magnus. They were in Washington, D.C., and now they're in Michigan. Nobody's mad about those guys. Okay, were they? We're like, well, it's a lot of old Bart, but it's a lot of MGP as well. Nobody was mad at those. Everybody hunted those like crazy.
Facts. This has been an adventure. Been good stuff.
Yeah.
I love good course too.
Love the history lessons, man.
Dude,
You're on it.
ask questions,
Yeah.
talk to people.
Yeah, definitely ask questions. That's the whole point of it. We're all out here to share stories, share good times together. Some of the best part about bourbon and whiskey work is all the history behind it. And it's just not the initial history of where it started. It's what's going on today. What's been going on in the last 5 years. There are a lot of great stories out there.
Yeah.
Let alone NDPs, amazing blenders. We've got a lot of people who are master tasters. They've done a great job at it. You want to talk blenders? Look at Bruce Russell. He just got named the master blender for Turkey. First time they've ever given out that title. His dad and his grandpa, master distillers. But he's the master blender. He's the one that's actually putting it all together at the end of the day. So the people that are overlooked a little bit because they're the ones, in my opinion, that really make the magic happen. Because they put the final product together. The master distillers just put in.
Facts.
Great history lesson right there, kid.
Facts.
Great history lesson right there.